played a part in the demise of our society. Music, because you see, it gets in your head, it gets in your mind, and you don't even know what's happening.
Has eaten her groceries, wanted to take it further. She declined. If you see a man online talking about me and then you see me back with him, somebody needs to check on me. Because yes, I do have my own house, I have my own car, I have my own job, I have my own all of these things. And
yeah, it don't matter right or wrong, right or wrong, right or wrong. Hello, beautiful people, and welcome back to another episode of your favorite podcaster's favorite podcast, and that is Let's Talk Sis, okay, a podcast for Black women. Hello, Sierra, how are you?
I am wonderful. I am so excited to be here. I'm just doing great. I'm excited. How are you?
Well, I'm doing fabulous because this is season 3 of Let's Talk Sis. And, I'm just grateful every time that y'all log in, y'all listen, that we're back for another week. And to start off season 3, I had to bring in a new co-host for no bad reason at all. Our old co-host, Meg, the realtor, is moving on to bigger and better things. She's in wedded bliss. She's having a beautiful baby. So we are wishing her nothing but love and positive vibes. And so I figure who better to have open, candid, and honest conversation with than my real life cousin. So that's why we're here. So I hope, Sierra, you're not nervous. Hope that you're ready and ready to just have a good time, have the kiki. How do you feel about that?
I won't lie and say I'm not a little bit nervous, but I feel I'm more excited than nervous. And I know the nerves will eventually go away, or if they don't, we'll just power through and
okay. Okay, so as always, we got to be honest. So we recorded episode 1 prior to this, okay? Technically, we already did that intro. We already did all the things. I was going to try to keep it going, but I just can't, okay? And what happened was, as y'all know, Let's Talk Sis is typically only audio recording. So I'm only on Spotify and Apple Podcasts and wherever you can find your podcast, we are conveniently located. But we wanted to step it up a little bit in 2024 and give you more. So you get to see us. I just came up with that. Thanks.
It's cute.
So I was like, okay, let's do video. Let's do Zoom. But, that didn't work out as well as I thought. The recording just didn't go that well. So we're trying it again. And hopefully y'all don't judge us too bad. And if you do, find something else to watch. Okay? So, Sierra, let's kick it off with our first segment of the week, and that's going to be ranting and raving. Are you ranting or are you raving?
This week is going to be ranting, I guess.
Oh, Lord, here we go. Let's go.
No, I'm sorry. Raving.
Oh, okay, good. Because I was going to be ranting too.
Yeah.
But go ahead.
A little balance. Yep.
Okay.
So I have been trying to start this health journey. And it's been start and stop, start, like more stop than start. And so this week I am trying to take it to another level and just become more consistent and challenge myself to really stick to some goals. So this week I went out and I bought groceries for the week. And I planned out my meals, and I'm going to take the time today because it's Sunday. I'm going to take the time to meal prep, and that's going to be my meal prep days. I'm going to restart the week by meal prepping, and then hopefully, well, it will. I'm speaking it into existence. It will help me save money from eating out so much.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Because when I'm at work, I just.
Okay, so do you like leftovers?
I don't.
So are you gonna meal prep for the whole week?
I am only because the meals that I'm doing this week, like stir fry, I can eat anytime. I can eat leftover stir fry. And then I think I'm gonna make turkey meat for nachos, and so I can warm up that. So
Mm-hmm.
it like the rest of the stuff will still be fresh. Um, and then I think towards the end of the week I may switch some things up or something
You
because
have an air fryer?
I do.
Okay, so that'll help a lot.
Yeah.
And I just seen this thing on TikTok where this girl froze rice. I don't know why I never thought to freeze rice.
Yeah.
Like that make a lot of sense. And when she thawed out, she just put a wet napkin over it and put
Mhm.
it in the microwave and put it, a couple minutes and boom, it was done. So
I definitely will have to try that because I'm making, like I said, stir fry rice and vegetables.
yeah,
So.
yeah, yeah. So she just put in the she put she put a bowl, she put plastic down in the bowl to help form it or whatever, put the rice, tied up the plastic, put it in a bag, the multiple like servings in a bag, and then put it in the freezer. So that could be good too. So I'm excited for you. I'm excited to see your content on what you're gonna be making. I try to meal prep, but I don't like leftovers. So what I do though is I try to like prep the things that I have to do all the time. So for example, seasoning. I make myself an all purpose like seasoning that has like the basics of everything, and then I'll add to it like if I'm making salmon. It's everything uses garlic powder, onion powder, salt, pepper, cayenne pepper, everything. Everything
Right.
I cook, like everything. So instead of having to pull 5 ingredients out every time, I just mix them all together, and then I'll add, if I wanted lemon pepper wings, I'll do my all purpose with then lemon pepper. If I'm making spaghetti, I'll do my all purpose with a little Italian seasoning. Or, so it's just kind of
That's
like,
smart.
thank you. Or I'll pre-season, like, okay, I made turkey burgers, right? So I pre-season my meat and then I just put them in like plastic bags and made burgers, basically, burger patties and put
Yeah.
them in the freezer so that when I want a burger, I just pull it out and I just make me a quick little
And I
burger.
think that's what I'll do for Thursday and Friday. I know what I want to do. I think I'll just have like the meat marinating and the, in the refrigerator. So then maybe Wednesday I can cook for the rest of the week or whatever.
All right, sounds like a fabulous idea. We love that for you. We love that for everybody who's listening and who needs a little, cheat sheet in the kitchen.
Yeah. So what are you gonna rave about?
I'm
Rant.
ranting. I'm ranting, and I'm ranting because it's just I played a part in the demise of our society.
And how so?
So I'm in my car the other day. I'm driving. I put on my Pandora, and Jamie Foxx and Neo's "She Got Her Own" comes on.
Mm-hmm.
Only kind of girl I want, independent queen working for her throne. I love her cause she got her own. I love she got her own.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's my jam. I'm jamming. I'm getting it, and then I'm listening. Like, what are you saying? Wait a minute. This is around the time when
Mm-hmm.
everybody had to be independent. Ain't
Mm-hmm.
nobody need no man. A man only wanted you because you was already independent.
Okay.
And I'm here just I felt like I should have took a greater stand against it, but that song just rides so good.
It does.
So I'm ranting because that's how the devil works. You see, that's why he was the devil of music, because you see it gets in your head, it gets in your mind, and you don't even know what's happening.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, I'm trying to be this independent queen working for my throne.
Yeah.
I want to do that.
Yeah.
I want to lean into the east. Okay. I want to find a king that's going to build us a kingdom. You
Mm-hmm.
understand what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to do that. That's hard work.
But unfortunately, some of us are living testaments to that song.
Listen, I have men too, my friend, but that doesn't mean that's what I want. That doesn't.
No, I'm not aspiring to be.
You understand? You understand? You do what you got to do because that's what you have to do, and you do it well, as you are.
Thank you.
But if you ask me what I want, if you ask me what kind of anthem I need to be
No.
in the club like this, that's not it.
No, I'm sorry.
You know? And so that's why I'm ranting, because such a great song, such beautiful vocalist, wonderful lyrics, wonderful vibe, but terrible message.
Gotta hear the message
Now you
behind
got us all messed up, okay? Sisters, wake up.
it. I
I'm gonna
feel.
bring in the words of Sharon.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my, I lost my notes, child. I don't know what's happening. No, I'm kidding. Okay, so we're gonna move on. We're gonna move on. Sierra, I'm gonna let you introduce this next topic, but we're gonna move on to our timeline topic of the week. So tell the people, what are we talking about? What's happening? What's happening on these streets?
Okay. So you may or may not have heard of Tamar Braxton and her fiance, JR. Not sure what his, yeah, fiance. This is now the second proposal. So
From him?
yes. So let's try to make a long story short.
Okay.
Tamar goes on to this reality show. She meets this man. He proposes. They're engaged. Everything's going well. And then randomly, Tamar's car gets breaking into one day, as well as her home or something she posted. And then she says that she was broken up with within that same 24 hours. I want to say it was, she said was in the same, I think it was closer than 24 hours, but I'm going to say 24 hours to be sure.
Okay. Well, the car got broken into. Her man broke up with her. 24-hour period.
She's posting, like, you know, just to let people know things can happen to you in life, whatever. So then she makes it known that she's completely blindsided by this breakup. She doesn't understand. Everything was going good. They were engaged. They were actually doing a podcast.
Okay.
A podcast giving advice and things on being a mixed couple and, you know, mixed.
Okay. Cute.
So they break up. Then next thing we know, he is online with, or he's at a basketball game online with someone Tamar was beefing with, Tommy from Love and Hip Hop.
Okay.
So they're courtside at a basketball game, and like I said, Tamar and Tommy don't get along for whatever reason. So then Tommy, that happens. Everybody's like, oh, you know, they're spotted together. Then a couple days later, Tamar and JR are back together.
Okay.
And so we're like,
Not back engaged, but just back together.
Yeah, not back engaged, but just back together. Okay. So we're like, you know.
Okay.
Last week he was at the game with your arch nemesis, or you know, whoever you're beefing. Weird. And so then Tommy goes to do an interview where she states that JR has eaten her groceries. Yes, you know, look it up. Yep, has eaten her groceries. You know, wanted to take it further. She declined, but she allowed him to do that.
Everybody always want to decline until they let you do it. Go ahead.
Yeah. So, and then she states that while they were hanging out, he was talking about Tamar, saying that her tour is not sold out as she claims. She lives with her mother. Just bad mouthing her. Then Tommy proceeds to post videos, receipts of him talking about Tamar in a negative light.
There's receipts.
Oh, Tamar is on her tour while they're broken up, talking about, I let a white man play me. She's going off, talking about he little this, little that, pink this, pink that, just dogging this man out. And then so now everybody's okay. So now they're back together. And all this has come out that, you know, you were dogging him, he's dogging you. And so she's like, her response was, whatever happens while we're broken up is not, you know, her. It doesn't have anything to do. This is after the video of JR talking about her.
Okay.
So yeah. So now they're back together. He re-proposed on Christmas. And that's how I know when they got back together, they didn't get back engaged.
So is that true? Is that true? Like what happens when they broke up is not.
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Her fault? That's not her. That's nothing to do with her. Like, I mean,
that's my question.
Here's the thing, right? Because when you break up, it is within full intent. When I break up, you speak for me. When I break up, it's with full intent. We're never getting back together again,
Mm-hmm.
right? Like if we're already to the point where we're breaking up, like we're done.
Yeah.
And women typically break up with people a long time before they like actually voice it. So for me to go on a date in a week or two isn't that wild, right? But like the fact that you get back together now after I done gone on that day. I mean, it's kind of, you kind of have to, if you decide we're going to get back together, you kind of have to delete it, right? Like you have to delete it. You don't think so?
I disagree. I can see if it was something. I could see if it was maybe you guys just hung out, I guess. But mind you, this is within like a 2 month time frame of breaking up, being with someone she's beefing with, which I feel like is
That is
kind
a
of
whole other thing.
skeptical. That's like why I just feel like you set out to hurt me doing that. And mind you, like you said, we're broken up, so maybe with the mindset of we're not getting back together. But what changed within 2 weeks?
But that's the thing, okay? But this is the thing. You can't think that because at the end of the day, she decides to get back with him. So if we're in the space of we get back together,
Mm-hmm.
despite you going with my enemy,
Mm-hmm.
despite you setting out to hurt me, something in me allowed me to move on
Mm-hmm.
and say, let's get back together. So, like, at that point, once you're back together, like, what is there to do about it? What are you going to do about it?
Well, the whole issue is there should be no getting back together.
Okay.
That man dogged you out
Yeah.
to to whoever you're beefing with. Like he set out to hurt you. He specifically said, "Let me go on a." You didn't see him spotted with anybody else. He said, "Let me go on a date with somebody I know you don't like. I'm going to tell them all of your personal business. I'm then going to."
But baby, I was just mad. I was just hurt, and I just knew that I was gonna get a reaction out of you.
And I mean, I guess he could say the same because she was dogging him in front of however many people at her shows. And
I had to get my lick back. I have to let you know one note, bitch.
and I'm just like, but does that not seem crazy to you that you're now on here trying to pass this off as a genuine relationship to us? And then you're mad at us because we're calling you a clown and you're giving us this is clown behavior, Tamar. And I
I
love
mean,
Tamar, but this is clown behavior. You don't let this man clown you like this.
they say the heart wants what the heart wants.
Yes.
What are you gonna do?
I was like, if you see a man online talking about me and then you see me back with him, somebody needs to check on me.
Okay, but what if he says, I had a moment. I'm not used to
Not a
this.
moment. Sorry. I have no tolerance for it. I just feel like the qualities that I want in a man, you are going to remain that whether we're together or not.
Okay, say more.
Because, like I said, maybe I'm an overthinker. I'm thinking about the fact that you were like, who can I go after that this person does not like?
It wasn't even like that. So what happened was we was both down to the bar. I seen her, she seen me, so we seen each other. So then we said, let's go out.
So on the flip side, if it was your best friend, now would that matter? No, because what we do when we're split up is none of our business. So if I go after your best friend, that's just as you're being malicious. And I don't want someone who, when you're mad, you're automatically going to be malicious towards me.
Tell me down
That's a character flaw. That's not a moment. This is who you are. And when we get back together and I make you mad, you're going to do something else. And it's no, and no.
Well, a lot of people don't see it that way. That's the sad part. Like, and that's the thing that, like, I hope people like wake up to is that when someone shows you who they are, you have no choice but to believe them, ladies. Like, if this man is willing, like you said, to go out of his way, take to somebody that he knows you have a problem with, that he knows you're on the outs with, that he knows at the end of the day doesn't really have your best interest in heart and decides, I want to get to know her Ain't no coming back.
And
Over.
then,
You know what I'm saying? So especially that 2 damn days after we done.
yeah, and mind you, you broke up with me in the height of a traumatic moment. You do not care about. You couldn't even wait till I'm filing police report.
About that. I didn't even think about that.
You don't care about me in the law, and when I overall, you don't care about me.
I did not even think about that. And that's so true. So now they're engaged.
Now they're engaged, and she's obviously posting, and people are obviously like, what? It's crazy. And she's getting mad, mad that people are clapping back, as she should, your business, whatever. But I'm like, Tamar, we love you, but you're allowing him, and it's not always the men's fault. She's allowing him to do this. Honestly, a man can only do what you allow. And you sitting there with the biggest smile on your face thinking you got him. When, I mean, hey, we don't know if the bad outweighs the good. I don't know.
Well, Tamar is a prime example to something I want to talk about in our Let's Talk topic, actually. So, moving on to that, I want to talk about something that's I was listening to Iyanla Vanzant, and you hear it all over the TikToks and everything, and especially when Kevin Samuels was alive, God rest his soul, about this concept of high value, right? A high value man and a high value woman. And this podcast is called Let's Talk Sis. So I want to talk about what makes you, right, a high value woman. Because as you're dating, right, you're single, I am in a relationship still, and I have to make sure like I'm still adding value to this relationship. So that question even still kind of haunts me, if you will. I don't know if haunt is the right word, but it's still relevant to me, right? So I want to ask, when you think of that, what would you say makes you a high value?
I honestly hate this question because I don't hate this question. I hate when men ask this question because I feel like they're trying to I don't know, they're trying to catch me up or I don't know how to explain it. I just hate when men or what do you bring to the table? Like,
okay,
table. Are you good?
okay,
You don't have no table without me. But no,
okay.
But for me, what makes me a high value woman, I would say, is really just my heart. I feel like genuineness in this world is just it's a lost art. And I just feel like with that comes all of the things. It comes, the respect in a relationship. It comes I want to see you win. So I'm going to do things, to help you become better and help myself become better so that we can be better, as a team. And I just think, I guess my mindset, because for me, it's not all about materialistics, because yes, I do have my own house. I have my own car. I have my own job. I have my own, all of these things. And yes, you need to have those too. But okay, but I don't think that necessarily, what you have makes you a high quality woman. I think it's more so about how you operate in life and how you treat people, how would you pour into a relationship? How would you show up in a relationship? And for me, I know that I would, like I said, pour into my partner, pour into our home, pour into our whatever we have together. I know that I'm going to pour in and give myself, to that. And if that's not what, and like I said, that'll manifest in however it does. And if that's not something, if it doesn't manifest in a way that aligns with you, keep it moving. And then I'm going to keep it moving too.
Okay. Yeah, no, okay, so you passed the test, right? Because
oh Lord.
It's funny because I think so many things. So when you say I don't like men ask me this question, right? I think the reason that is a thing, because I feel the same way, is because a lot of times women respond to that question with the materialistic things. Mm-hmm. They immediately will respond that I have my own this, I have my own that, I do these things, I do this and that, which often operates in a masculine space, right? Which again, when you have to, you do what you have to do. But that is why men feel they can then challenge the answer, right? Because, well, you done stepped into that damn arena, right? You done stepped
Yeah.
into the protect, the provide, and the pleasure arena. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like that ain't for you to hold down. Now, again, you do what you have to do, but I love what you say about it's your heart posture, right? It's the heart that leads to the home cooked meals, the paying attention to, you know, the small details, the following up with the keeping a calendar, whatever those little things are that, men value, right?
Right.
In a partner, it's not the house. The
Yeah.
it's the support, it's the believing in that you can do it. You know what I mean? And here's what I think and how you could possibly get it done. You know what I mean? I actually see the light at the end of the tunnel stuff, and also not to get confused with how you say, I support and I pour into my relationship. That's a fine line, right? Because a lot of times women think too high value is, I'm overly tolerant. I let you get away with whatever. I'm just
Mhm.
here for you to, I'm here for you. My man 4, 5, 7, 8, 10 times a week, and
I'm never coming off him.
yeah, and it don't matter right or wrong, right or wrong, right or wrong. You know what I'm saying? It's like no, men respect boundaries.
Mhm.
Men respect the fact that you can't call me after 10 o'clock. I'm
Okay.
going to bed.
That's
I'm,
so
you probably could call me at the night, but I may not answer. You know
right.
what I'm saying? Like men actually respect those kinds of things, and that's what makes you different. So sorry, go ahead. Was you gonna say something?
Nope.
Oh, okay. So and then a lot of times too, there's the fixer.
Hmm.
I've
You
been
said
guilty.
you have been.
Of course.
Oh, I was saying that this was one that I was guilty of.
Yeah. Like it was and you really don't realize it, right? You don't because I'm a problem solver by nature. I'm solution oriented typically,
Hmm.
right? To where if there's a problem, I might complain about it a little bit, but at the end of the day, I want to find a solution, right? And so you look at men as these little weak little babies, my little baby. I wanna, oh, but you just have to do this. You just, if you just let me help you do it like this,
Hmm.
I think doing that is gonna help or it's gonna change something. At the end of the day, that's a grown man.
What came, Michelle? If his
Okay,
mama didn't teach him, neither can you. Something along those lines.
okay, he's already grown. What you
He's
gonna do?
already grown. But yeah, and I had that real bad. When I was in my first relationship, it was about 4 years, and I was like, I knew, you know how they say women leave mentally before we leave physically. I had it so bad where I had already left mentally, but I'm like, he needs me. So like, because he actually, he didn't need me, but he did,
Right, right,
when it
right, right.
comes
He
to
could have been
basic,
all right without
yeah, basic needs and stuff. I was like, I didn't, and like I said, my heart posture wouldn't allow me to just leave somebody, even though you're doing me wrong, you're not even appreciating what I am doing for you. But it's like, if I leave, I know you're going to have absolutely nobody. But at the end of the day, if you don't care about that enough to even treat me right, why should I? If I leave, you gonna have nobody. You still was like, I would treat her crazy. So I was like, you know what? I can't. This not my, like you said, it's not my job to fix you. That's your mama's job. I don't have no children. I can't do it.
it. And that's the thing that's tough. Like, how do you find the balance between because okay, I am not at my fully realized potential, right? Like there are a lot of things that having a partner in my life has helped me to like start to realize and start to do and change about myself and become better in certain aspects. Certain things that man still works on my nerves, but for the most part it's great, we're good. Like so it's like how do you like find the balance between okay no like you said because okay let me be more specific. Working out, for
Mhm.
example, we work out almost every day. We have been at least starting this year.
Mm-hmm.
But at the end of last year, it was more like 4 or 5 times a week.
Mm-hmm.
And that's more than any I've ever done. Okay.
Right.
In my adult life, like after like high school,
Mm-hmm.
clearly pregnant.
Right.
So I can honestly say, like, if it wasn't for him and his like motivation, I wouldn't be working out that often, right? So how do you know when it's those things where it's like, okay, no, like I really do need you to like help me, you know what I'm saying? Like get my butt to the gym versus like, nah, you don't need me,
They have to be willing.
right?
If I'm, you know, pulling you every day, or like say he's asking you to go to the gym, and every time he asks you, you get an attitude and it starts an argument. Then okay, then he's not gonna ask anymore. Then he's gonna start to keep his feelings inside. Then resentment happens, and then all of the things. So if they're not willing to, do whatever they need help. Like say, I know that for me, when it comes to like academics and things like that, if I had a partner who wasn't, because I've had that before, I dated someone where I would help him write his resume, or whatever. And it's like, I don't mind doing that, but you're not just going to sit on the couch, kick back, go write my resume, and you not need,
Right.
no, let me,
Right.
let me show you how to do it. Are you willing to learn? Are you willing to, and that's just surface level example, but you have to be willing and not just, I need you to do it. You want to do it. Show me how to do it or teach me,
See, I'm
guide
doing
me
this.
along the way.
Yeah. So another thing, okay, so when we're talking about high value women, right? And I don't know, we need another term, right? Or we need just a good woman. Right? I don't know if
Yeah. Yeah, go. Yeah.
but kind of along what you're saying is talking about boundaries. And so I think a lot about, I have younger nieces. I'm becoming an elder, okay? Even though I'm very young, still very much so spring chicken, honey.
Okay.
So a
Don't get
lot of
me.
there's a lot of people in my community that are younger than me. You are, for example, a lot of people listen to this podcast, et cetera, et cetera. So I try not to take that for granted. I try to, think about, okay, when I have children, when I have young daughters, and in the current society that there is of like social media and everything at your fingertips and just so much information and ooh, sorry guys, would I want her to like do what I was doing at 14, 15, 16? And if she does, will she navigate and handle it the same way I was, like all the things, right? And like
Think
what
about
is
that.
the core like piece of advice, like, that I can give you, right? Just like the one thing that will allow you to have fun, live, not judge yourself, right? Not like feel small and like you can't take up space, but that also won't keep you from going buck wild and like too crazy and out here in these streets. Like, what is it, right? What is that thing? And I just always kind of feel like I come back to it, particularly, okay, if because we got to kind of compartmentalize it a little bit, particularly in relationships specifically, and it's refuse to compromise yourself. If in any aspect, if this text thread feels icky, and it feels, I don't have to engage in that. I'm not gonna compromise my integrity and my peace and my space to engage in that, right? If I'm dating someone and I feel as though I have to give more than I'm getting and I can't be who I want to be, I'm compromising myself in any aspect at any point, right? Because I've been in a relationship a little longer than I should have been. Also, I've been that girl and I know how easy it happens. I know just like that. You like, how the did I get here? And you go back to the beginning, it's you compromise. I gave just a little bit. I was a little too accepting. I knew it was wrong, but I said, okay. And so, like, to me, that's where it genuinely always starts. Even in good, healthy, communicative relationships, I always have to think I'm not compromising myself. If something's bothering me, if it's, I have to sit and I have to think, am I compromising myself here? And if I am, I have to speak up. I owe it to myself and I owe it to my younger self and anybody else, in that kind of turmoil. And that's like the one thing I would kind of, say. Like I hope I said a lot, so I hope it makes sense.
That's good though. I like that. I'm gonna start thinking that in situations.
Yeah. Yeah, because it's not and it's not about not compromising.
Right. But there's
Right.
certain things that should not waver.
Ever.
Mhm.
Ever, period, point blank. And that's okay. And that's the thing too. It's okay, right? That there are just certain things I'm not gonna be okay with.
Yeah.
And I think people appreciate that too, to know, all right, I can't go there with her. We can have so much fun, you know what I mean? Like over here and in this space and engaging. And if I do go there with her, hey, I know. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna get the full wrath of the beast.
Right.
I'm sorry. I'm not, but
Hey, but
yeah,
yep.
and I think too that's so important. It takes so much time. It's like for my younger listeners, what does that mean? I don't know if I'm like I'm not. I don't feel like I'm compromising myself. And then you look back and you are like, it takes time,
Oh, yeah.
to get a grip. Okay,
Absolutely.
get a grip to understand like what the hell is going on. What are all these things? What's right? What's wrong? What do I value? What I don't? So it'll come and there's nothing wrong with taking your time and enjoying that. So I looked online, okay, in Reddit. There's some men responding to a post of a woman basically asking like, what do they think a high value woman is? And so it's interesting because the first comment on here is from an older lady, and she's like, "Take it from me as an older woman, like, don't ask men what they think."
That part. That part. Just don't even ask them what they think. It don't matter.
First things first.
Okay.
Don't ask.
Don't ask them what they think. Yeah, because they don't know. They can't even think for
me.
They don't know.
She said, "Come up with your own definition." I think that's the most truest thing that anybody ever wrote. But a lot of the answers, honestly, were not too bad. It was basically saying things like being a self-aware. They have a good personality. They view men in high regard as well. Like they're not like
that is an important piece.
A men hater. You know what I mean?
And I have to like check myself on that sometimes because when you get, when you become bitter, you like men this, men that. But if you try to find a man, you can't just be bashing men like that. Nobody want to
talk about it. Talk about it.
You literally can. No man wants, like you said, somebody who doesn't even. You don't even like the existence of a man or what he's supposed to bring or what. And that's when you start operating in his lane. And we button heads.
You understand? So amazing revelation. Some men were saying they don't even like the term high value. It's childish. Stop letting men feel men don't need to define it. So, I think the moral, huh?
I like that, man.
Okay, come on, man. Come on,
man. Oh shoot.
But I think the moral here, right, is you gotta know what works for you.
Absolutely.
Period. Across the board at the end of the day. You can't ask no man what makes me valuable,
Yeah, no. Because he's just at that point, he's gonna mold you into what he wants you to be.
And listen, and I think we talk about this conversation about finding value so easily. And maybe we're gonna have to start incorporating. I'm gonna lean on you for this a scripture or two into the potty. But it's not, hey, I woke up today and I figured it out. It came to I was
Oh.
struck by the immense value that I carry. Okay.
Mhm.
You have to be intentional, right? It's a question you have to ask yourself. What do you bring to the table?
Mhm.
Why would anybody want to be with you? A lot of times we don't pause. We think because we got women, we're women, we got the uterus, we're the vessel of life. Like you
Mhm.
said earlier, we are the table, period,
Okay.
point blank in the story. And while that may be true, honey,
You got
if
to
you
know why.
say that's a couple layers, what are they gonna get? You know
Yes.
what I mean?
Mhm.
What's the quality? What's the substance? And you got to figure it out.
That too. Like you said, it's not going to happen overnight. It's going to take some, like you said, intentionality. It's going to take some experiences. It's going to take just life in general. But like you said, just being very, if you're focused on it and you're looking for these things, how can I grow in this? Or, is when stuff comes up and you're like, because me, when I think about when stuff comes up in my life, like you said, I'm single, I don't think like, how would I deal with this, in a relationship, or how would, because when you're single, you make me mad, I come home and I'm by myself, or I don't have to talk to you. I do not have to talk to you. I don't. But when you're together, that's not gonna really work. You kind of do. So it's like you would think you're a good communicator because I'm not communicating with anybody all day. But once I get in a relationship, it's like, how will I handle if,
Right through.
yeah. So you definitely, like I said, experiences, just stopping and thinking.
That's really good. So, okay, I want to end on asking, okay, in dating, and I'm going
Mm-hmm.
to answer in a relationship, what is something not too deep, not like I bring emotional value and, you know,
Okay.
and I pray that what's something like cute, quick, easy that someone can do to bring value in dating, because and especially in dating we might only get one date, you know what I'm saying, the first chance. So like what can
Yeah.
I do to a little riz, if I guess as the kids would say, what's a little riz for the girl?
I think if you actually pay attention to what we've talked about and you plan some things that I would be interested in.
No, I'm talking about for the girls, for you to
Oh,
yeah, like on the date
wait.
or
Oh,
in
what's
talking.
something?
Yes. What do you do while dating in a dating environment
Okay.
that's like cute and like have like okay, I like that. Like, give us a little game.
I can honestly say nothing. I will be honest. First of all, I couldn't tell you the last time I've been on a date. I could not tell you the last time I've been on a date. And I don't even know, like, no, I don't know. What would I do? Oh my God. What do you know? I mean, the only thing is I'm funny, so you'll laugh. But as far as me going out of my way, yeah, you have to catch me once we know each other, buddy. Because so what would I do on? Give me an example. What would I do on a first date to show?
Funny.
Oh,
Oh my god. I'm sorry. That is funny. That was funny.
no, and that's a good question because I've never even thought about. I go into it with the mindset of he's supposed to be impressing me. Oh, that's what I meant. That's what made me talking about right now. Because I sure have never thought about how can I go in here and add a little something, make myself stand out a little bit. You know how men they could even just show up with some flowers or something like women, what do we do? What do I show a little cleavage? I don't know. Like
Okay. I'm crying. I'm literally crying. I'm crying too. Okay, but no, I think you kind of hit it on the head. a little earlier. Ooh, child. My thing is I'm funny. I like to make you laugh. I want to see those teeth. So I'm gonna tell jokes. I'm gonna keep you smiling. And or I'm a vibe kind of girl. So depending on
Mhm.
how the I mean, it may not be the first date. Okay, let me say that. It may not be the first date. But if I'm liking you and we're dating, oh child. I almost laugh my lashes off, child. With your ass.
Oh
Really
Lord.
sorry. I might maybe like before we go out, come up, have a drink, or if we're going to a movie, I'm probably gonna have snacks and stuff in my purse and my bag. I like to like think of everything.
Okay,
I'm
yeah.
gonna have a little snack in my bag, and it's gonna be a good one, a homemade sandwich or something with the cut in half on the angle. I mean, like those kinds of things, or
Good.
um, depending on what we do. I always snacks always like I always got a snack or a drink or something. But that would be kind of like my a little because I can't. I'm not. I might buy you flowers. Actually, I might buy you flowers.
Yeah. If we're like I said, if we're into it, date not the first date. You do please. This is the PSA. Please do not expect a thing from me on that first date.
Not even a laugh. No, just kidding.
Oh yeah, no, you can. That's what I was gonna say. I feel like I bring, like you said, a personality and a vibe. Like I would
Which is
just,
good. Which is good.
yeah, like I would, you're gonna remember me by that. At first.
Which is great because a lot of chicks, depending on they be staying.
Yes, I realized that a lot of women, even like we're on TikTok and stuff. A lot of these influencers, they don't even have a personality.
Can't even take a bitch to cheesecake no more. I'm blown away.
I'm like,
I'm
are
blown
you?
away.
How many times you took yourself out to cheesecake?
Okay. Now
That's
I have
not.
gone to cheesecake on a couple solo dates, but also my man can take me to cheesecake also on a first
That's
date,
what I'm
a
saying.
second
But
date, and another date. Like
baby,
cheesecake is great to me.
I don't care. We can go to Texas Roadhouse.
Let's
Like,
go.
take me on a date. Like, I just, and that's why I'm like, me, I'm not picky. Obviously, we're not going to be going to your house. Now, hey, say you set up a sip and paint or something at your house, by all means. But that's, once we get into a little bit more, because you're not going to kidnap me, sir. I'm not coming over there. Don't even think you're not coming over here.
And niggas ain't even thinking like that. Like they're not even creative like that.
Literally, like if imagine a man planning a date for you. To say it's like third or fourth date. Come over to the house. He got wine set up, sipping pain, maybe some games y'all could play. Got it all set up nice. Some food.
That's cute.
I would love that. You don't have to take me to and I honestly I really don't want to go to the fancy restaurants anyway because they only give you this much food.
Right. With me hungry still.
And I need you to know I can eat.
Okay. Groceries. Oh my goodness.
Nah, I can't eat those. No, that needs to be a topic. We need to discuss that.
What, men who eat groceries or eating men's groceries?
Eating men's groceries and how that's become a thing.
Pleasure.
Lord.
Okay. Listen,
Yeah.
okay, so that's how you do it when you date. For me, in a relationship, okay. I like to do, obviously, besides I cook damn near every night. Okay, I like to cook different things for my man. But I also like to do like little cute impromptu gifts. Okay, gifts are my love language. So the other day, Aquaman came out. So I did the whole thing with the senses, the five senses: taste, touch, smell, feel. Okay, it was let's get wet, right? Okay, it's Aquaman. So got my face
You
scrub.
guessed that immediately.
Huh?
It was not an immediate guess.
Yeah. So no, so okay, so each of the gifts had like a correlating, or each of the senses had a correlating gift, and we just had a cute little day, and Like the other day, I just bought him like some undershirts, like tank tops kind of thing, just cute little things like that. Or I'll rub his feet or give him a facial. So those are kind of just little, you know, things that every
Mhm.
now and again I feel like I could try and do, or he could try to like expect from me. You know,
Wait to be doing those things. Those are the things I want to do. I want to put your towel in the dryer while you're in the shower and have it warm for you when you get out. Like people, now cater to you.
huh?
People are saying that is like now that's not a thing anymore. A lot of people are like that song is insanity. Like it's a cute song, but that's what it was. As they've gotten older and they listen to it now, they're like, I would never. And I'm still like,
Do anything for my man. I
they
got
put
the
your do rag
your things on my
so
heart.
much more. Okay.
To you.
Yeah, I'm a cater to you type.
Okay. Okay.
But you got only if you catering to me.
I mean, it's a two-way street. I think some things that are understood, they just don't have to be. You know what I mean? And we got to get you out of that small town Battle Creek.
We
I'm
do.
manifesting that. You're going to come to Virginia. You're going to find your man. And you're going to move here. And then we're just going to live life happily ever after.
Yes, I'm here for it.
Okay?
Here for it.
Everybody in the stratosphere manifesting for us. And that's the
Okay.
vibe.
If you find black and love God in the Virginia area, hit me up. I'll be there this summer.
That's easy. Check, check, check. We can do it. All right. So, anything else you want to tell them before we go?
No, I think I'm okay. I think
All
we had
right.
a good chat.
Yes. Well, we love y'all. We thank y'all for tuning in and listening to us chitty chat and talk, sis. So make sure that you send this to your aunties, uncles, brothers, cousins, anybody you know. And we will look forward to seeing y'all next week. See you later. Bye.
Bye.